I don't know why Wukong isn't like. I don't know why Monkey King isn't up here and broken. He does more damage than Escanor does. Escanor does more damage with ultimate, but it only lasts 5 waves. The tier list makes no sense. If I had to make my own tier list and broken, I would put obviously V Sun Jinwoo, Kaguya, Escanor, Monkey King, the new Rift unit, but then Guts. I would even put him in here. He's not as good as I thought he would be. He's really not as good. I should make my own tier list now that I think about it. But I don't know half these units to put them in a tier list anyways. I can only speak for like the most broken units in the game. I'll make my own tier list. How do I do that? Tier list maker? I just put that into Google search. I'm not going to show any information that is important, right? Enable ads. Okay, well, fuck you. How do I do that? How do I make a tier list that isn't like wanting me to make ads? I don't want to put ads in my video. Actress rating 1 through 10. Template name. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Tier list maker. Canva. I know Canva's free. It's gonna force me to sign in though, I think. It didn't actually, okay. What the hell are these options? Oh, for fuck's sake. Why can't I do anything without paying money? I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Bring back Krita. Boom. We're gonna use Krita. I'll draw my own tier list. I don't want to pay money or watch a bunch of ads. I'll put this over here for you guys. Boom. Okay. I wish I'd use my drawing tablet, but it's fine. So, what were tiers again? Tiers are over here. Okay, so broken. I can only speak for the broken. I'll do the tier list right here. So tier list. I'm drawing with the mouse. Pretty insane, right? Where's my game at? Make sure I'm doing fine on this. Okay, tier list. I'll have broken. Do broke like me. You guys get it? And this is like the little symbol they have for their monarch, right? Broken. Boom. And do support down here. Support. In first place, we're gonna have Escanor. So how do I get Escanor on here? Screenshot him. Holy shit, why is it tiny? Let's do this. Broken. So in first place, we're gonna have Escanor. Now, I realize he's not the highest DPS in the game, but he turns into the highest DPS with his ultimate. Only lasts 5 waves, but it's really good in progressive mode. Next up, second place, right? Second place, we're gonna have. Let me think here for a second. I think Monkey King is probably the best second place right now. Monkey King, he's very expensive, but does have the highest DPS without having to use ultimate. The only downside to him is that he's very expensive to max out his DPS. What the fuck just happened to him? Put him right here. Make him big. Just to show the difference in DPS here. Do like this. There we go. Boom. Third place. Honestly, let me scroll through here a little bit and see. Let me take a second to think about this. Kage is more of a support. She does have really good damage and passives. I'll pick Kaguya in third place. Kaguya. More of a support with their auto ability to change realms or whatever the fuck it's called. She gets a really high damage, guard break, and you can't like leave her range. You can always attack enemies no matter where they are, making her really, really useful, progressive, and infinites. 4th place. In 4th place, I'll judge through these ones. Sunju and Igris for sure. Best early game in the game right now. Actually, wait, hold on, wait. No. Put your dumbass all the way over there. GG. Forgot about him. The GOAT. He does so much damage. He does an insane amount of damage. He's extremely cheap and extremely good early game. You max him out really easily and have plenty of money for any other unit you want to upgrade. I'll put him 3rd place. I'll put him above Kaguya for sure. His only downside with him is that you have to pair him with a slow unit, otherwise he won't get the most damage. You kind of have to put him with the slow unit. Give me a second here. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing alright. Yeah, I think we're going for our wave. So 4th, Kaguya. No, wait. Whoa. Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, I say so. 4th place, Kaguya. Go back here. Back to the tier list again. In 5th place, I'm placing V Sun Jinwoo. He is just insanely good early game. I think the best early game right now, in my opinion. That's not even an opinion, it's a fact. He's the best early game right now. His summons do so much damage. And he has no elemental disadvantages, so he's perfect for basically anything. He's perfect for just about anything. He's really cheap too. He's really cheap to upgrade. He's also insanely good. You can macro anything with V Sun Jinwoo. Okay, in the 5th spot, I'm putting Guts. Now, his only downside is that you have to use the nose familiar for him to get the most amount of damage with the bleed. And he stuns himself as well, which is kind of crappy, but I don't know why he stuns himself. He stuns himself for like a full minute after he uses his ability. Put him right here, but he does have some really good damage. Some insanely good damage. Then after that, I want to rank mostly these guys up here. I'm not putting him on my tier list. He's more of a support and nothing else. Same with Griffith, they're more of a support units. Also, he's bugged right now really badly. Looking through these, I'd probably put Leo next. Her only downside is to build up that, and she has an insane damage. The only downside is to build that up. It takes a little while to build it, so you need prep time with her. Let's put her right here, right behind Guts. Actually, Guts is too fucking expensive. I forgot about that. Guts is too expensive. It takes forever to max out. Doesn't leave you much money for most other things. Actually, wait, no. Because prep time with Leo is about the same amount of time it takes to upgrade Guts. We'll do this. Boom. It's so confusing to see a Rift unit be this high. I feel like most of the showcases of them don't do much justice. I have a showcase on mine that shows how much damage he does with his little orbs. They do 40% of his damage per orb. He can spawn 10 of them. That's 400% of his damage plus his base damage. That is insanely broken. And the best part about him is he's extremely cheap. It does not take much to upgrade him. Does not take much to place him down or max him out. The new Rift unit is just perfect. I don't know why he's not on a tier list at all. What's they have for overall? Baiken's alright. Yubaha, I guess I could place Yubaha, but there's so many better units than him though. You need a team built around him, and you need a Monarch. Which kind of sucks. I'll put the King. Yeah, I'll put the King over Yubaha. So King, and then what the fuck is happening here? King, and then we're gonna do Yubaha after that. Yubaha. Also Griffith, but he's more of a support, and he's bugged right now, so it's kind of hard to tell how good Griffith really is because he's bugged. It's not even gonna fit in here. Let's put him tiny. Let's elongate him. Now for supports. Best support in the game by far. Weather report. That's by far It doesn't even come close. His slow is perfect. He's a multi-hit, 4 placement, and probably one of the cheapest units in the game right now. He is just overall the best support. Even if you don't even want support, he's just good to have in your team, regardless. The shoes, I guess a speed modifier. Me doing our portal here. I'm doing portals now, trying to get Kaguya. Because I don't think I'm gonna even use Kaguya in my team, but I want her before she leaves the game. Okay, next up. I'm being honest, I don't have most of these, so I'm kind of reading the ones that I know for sure are good. It takes forever to make weapons and everything, so it takes a little while for me to support. I'm gonna go with the witch. Actually, the witch. No, hold on, wait. I think priest is a little better. Similar to Leatherport, she stuns, then does. No, Leatherport doesn't stun. She does slow, then stuns. Well, she does stun first, then slow, but you know what I mean. She does a stun, then slows them afterwards, and cleanses your unit to get debuffed. Overall, really nice to have. Kind of like Leatherport. So Weather has a better multi-hit and a better slow, which is why I put him higher. I'm reading the ones that I know for sure in this game. Like I know how good they are, you know. Next up, I'll put Astolfo, because you can teleport around the map. Doesn't cost too much. Does not take, and her abilities that kind of they lock in immediately. It doesn't sound like a huge prep time for it. Then I'll put the Smith after that. Actually, no, do Witch. In fact, I should have done Witch before. Sue. I think Astolfo was worse than a Witch. Having Nullify is just insane. Especially with how the game's going right now with the whole mechanics thing. She's gonna be like invaluable really soon. And then I'll do the Smith afterwards. I should do Lucy then Smith. You know what? Wait, what did I just do? Did I make 2 of them by accident? I didn't make 2 of them by accident. What the hell? I didn't. Did Lucy right here though. How's my game going? My game's going pretty good right now. Yeah, let's do this one. Lucy, there we go. Let's do this. And no, we want the witch. Be over here. Lucy. You're gonna go in this spot deservingly. Where's Astolfo at? Astolfo, you're going behind the witch. And then the witch is gonna be over here. Let's Hucker Rin that I know for the next one. This is the ones I actually know, like for sure. I know Sakura, I think she pairs well with Ichigo. It's Hucker Rin. We put Hucker Rin. Where is she? Oh, she's over here. Behind Astolfo. There we go. There's no point in doing submit or anything like that. I feel like no one cares about that. People care about like what's the most powerful units in the game. I think it's Escanor. Simply because the cost difference between him and Wukong is kind of huge. Wukong next for sure. I'm pretty sure he's omnipotent, right? He doesn't have an elemental disadvantage. Let me check. I have him. I could have checked anytime I wanted to. I don't know why I'm doing this now. Oh yes, never mind. He's holy. So he still has disadvantages. Soul Strike. Ignores damage reduction. Has clones. And counts for any group that you need for any kind of ability. I think he doesn't have a disadvantage, right? He changes his whatever he needs to be for the most amount of damage. You know what? For progressive mode, like if you're trying to farm or AFK farm, I think Escanor is definitely the best. I think Wukong might be a little bit better though. I think Wukong might be a little bit better. Oh, we'll tie them up here. Hold on, wait. Do equal signs. We need. Where's the red color? Equal sign. There we go. Depends on what you're going for. If you're trying to be lazy, then you can use Escanor. If you're actually gonna lock in and like upgrade your units and pay attention and everything, then Wukong might be a little bit better. Boom. It hurts to pick Kaguya over V Sun Jinwoo. I wouldn't pick Kaguya over V Sun Jinwoo then unless she had the dimension thing. Having the dimensions giving a 30% boost to damage for different elements, and I think includes her as well. It's just a really good ability overall, and teleporting to the enemy. Just overall really good ability. But then I don't know. It depends here as well. What you're trying to go for. I know he's definitely in this spot for sure. I can comfortably pick Guts right here, 100%. He does have more damage than Wee Sun Jinwoo, but due to his passives and how to use him, I think I'd put Wee Sun Jinwoo above him. I could put him above Kaguya in terms of DPS, but in terms of just usability and versatility, I don't think he's up there with Kaguya's. Kaguya's just more useful. Leo, I think Leo's comfortably right here, yeah, for sure. Skull Knight, I haven't really used him much. I did him in the trials. He has pretty good damage and a full AoE. Like, he has really good damage, a full AoE, cleanses your units, teleports. I mean, I would put him above Leo, but with Monarch, he's getting pretty high damage. But Leo with Monarch is 1,000,000. Takes some time to work up to the 1,000,000 damage, but she does get that really high damage. Put him right here. And then Yubaha Pit should be. There's a text thing here, I think, for sure, right? There's a text. Yeah, there's a text right here. I could use that anytime I wanted to. Should be. Oops. Should be lower. Yeah. Put him like all the way down here, or something like that. Give him a little teardrop. That's my tier list, guys. It's not as high quality, but I think the accuracy speaks for itself. A little disclaimer: I haven't tested out all support units. The only one I know for a fact is the best support unit is Weather Report. For just support, if you want like a buff unit, like you want more damage, then the Smith or Lucy would be the best for that. So I think for the best, like for overall support, are these two. So like this is like a actual support, like slows and stuns, and these are damage boosters. So put boosters. Boo, scary, stir, boosters. There we go. Best one for that is Lucy. The Witch is a pretty close second with Nullify, and she always has elemental advantage no matter what. Overall, really good unit. Astolfo is basically the same as Hakura Rin, just can teleport around. Then Hakura Rin is the last, because she can't teleport. But yeah, I think I made a pretty good tier list. Let me guys know what you guys think. It's pretty high quality, I know. It took me a long time. You guys wouldn't believe how long it took me. Let's just remember something real quick. Yeah, that's about it. See ya. I forgot to mention before I go, Griffith. I'm too lazy to get the photo right now. Griff. I picked Griffith right here. Because he kind of just kills your own units, which is unfortunate. So you're forced to use them early game. Like you're forced to actually use them early game. I put him right there. Definitely does help a lot. Just that you know, he kind of is very conditional. But yeah, that's about it. See you guys.